Once again, we arrive in Malaysia to its capital, Kuala Lumpur. But this time we have an unusual mission. Within the framework of our program, we'd like to learn more about the life and plans of our students here. It is not a secret that the universities of Kuala Lumpur are very popular among Kazakhstani students who would like to get a good higher education. And of course, we're not forgetting the main aim of our program, to tell about the lives of our compatriots living abroad. Each time we arrive into the country using different means of transport, by bus, car, train or plane. We travel to KL by plane. Our meetings are also held in different places, at the set where we shoot our program, at home or at the train station. This time we were greeted at the airport, which was of course a delight. Hello, welcome to Malaysia. After getting through the small bureaucratic formalities at the airport, we enter Kuala Lumpur. Around us, the boundless sea of greenery stretches in all directions. Malaysia is a very green country. All around us, we can see nothing but a green scenery. We cross the gate bar, and on the horizon one can see the city, more particularly the shafts of the city's tallest skyscrapers. Kuala Lumpur is one of the best representative cities of Malaysia. It is a city of contrasts. We really like the fact that despite the modern construction work that was done, the historical places have been preserved in their original appearance, and next to the concrete structures, the local fauna peacefully coexists. We notice that our compatriots who live abroad always try to stay in touch with their fellow nationals and never miss an opportunity to meet up. This is exactly the type of meeting to which we're headed right now. And of course, as always, we have souvenirs, which we present with great pleasure to our compatriots during each program. May this, though not grand, but at least a sincere reminder of our homeland, strengthen the invisible ties that we all have with it. Hello, Kazakhstan. The first impressions will never be forgotten. Right after we entered the city and felt this hot climate. Of course, there's information on the internet about the fact that it is humid here, about the rains and the heat. But unless you experience it firsthand, it is impossible to fully comprehend. In my head, I compared it to a very good sauna. And when I asked, "Oh, we are out on the street already?" the people from the university came and told us yes, and that this is the kind of climate that is constant here. The second phenomenon that we witnessed here is the rain. It can start all of a sudden and end just as unexpectedly. An umbrella is an indispensable item for every person, but when you've lived here for quite some time, you get used to it. Therefore, we do not have an umbrella with us today.
Во-первых, я очень люблю лето. Во-вторых, здесь очень хорошее образование. Хорошее образование почему? Потому что здесь...
First of all, I really love summertime. Second of all, the level of education here is very good. Why good? Because here one has the opportunity to receive 2 diplomas simultaneously, one which is accredited here and a British one. With the British diploma, you can work everywhere, in every country of the world, which is a very big advantage.
За границу, чтобы дети не только получили образование, но и получили жизненный опыт.
Parents try to send their children abroad not only to receive an education, but also a different life experience. How to live without the parents by your side, to live abroad, far from home.
Главных причин, почему родители отправляют своих детей за границу, это
One of the main reasons that parents send their children abroad is for the children to establish communication with other children for the further development of our state and for their own personal development. The Independence Square, or the Merdeka Square, is a symbol of Malaysia's independence because it was here that in 1957 that Malaysia's national flag was raised on a 100-meter flagpole, one of the tallest flagpoles in the world. In addition, it is the only place in the city where the structures of the British colonial era have been preserved. Overall, one can say that this square embodies the spirit of Kuala Lumpur. Big spaces, diverse structures, a mixture of styles and colors of the cultures from all across the world. Small raindrops started coming down, and on the horizon the dark clouds forewarned of a prolonged rainfall, which is not unusual for the rain season.
Когда я приехала в 2008 году, большое количество малайцев и также иностранцев не знали, где находится Казахстан.
When I arrived in 2008, I met a lot of people from Malaysia and other countries who did not know where Kazakhstan is, and we had to answer these questions very often. At the moment, in 2015, I can confidently say that a lot of people even ask beforehand, "Are you from Kazakhstan?" Of course, this is nice, and we can see the tendency of a rapid development in the relations between Malaysia and Kazakhstan. The Menara Kuala Lumpur Tower is the 7th tallest telecommunications tower in the world with a height of 412 meters. There is a legend about this tower connected with its construction. It tells that at the edge of the ditch that was dug out by the construction workers, a big tree was growing, and the project designers wanted to spare it. Having spent a lot of money, the tree was saved, and in return it grew out into a massive jungle, spreading its shrubs across the base of the tower. In fact, this is part of one of the oldest forest reserves of Malaysia, Bukit Nanas. The Menara Tower was decorated with original lights and sound technologies, thanks to which it was named the Jewel in the Sky. It is also called a Garden of Colors.
Әлбетте, жаңа мәдениеттің аты жаңа мәдениет. Ең әуелі келген уақытта
A different culture is a different culture. At the beginning of my stay here, I was not very pleased. I had difficulties with the food. Here people like everything spicy. The culture, the appearance of the locals, everything is different from back home. Because everything was new, I had to get used to it. And of course, with time I did. Right now, I do not have any difficulties. Even got used to the long trips. Just like most cities located in tropical regions, Kuala Lumpur awakens and transforms at night. Everything changes, different people appear, there are different sounds and smells. We were very interested in seeing the city during this time. Welcome to the nighttime Kuala Lumpur, or as they say here, welcome. Malaysia is considered to be a Muslim country. Today it is fully integrated into the global community and of course is affected by the main global trends and tendencies. There are many people here who arrive from the most diverse number of countries who make their own contribution to the formation of the multicultural spirit of the city. That is why it is not surprising that all the popular global festivities are celebrated here. For example, during our trip there were active preparations for Christmas and New Year's. Each building, trade center, park and regular streets were decorated according to the seasonal holidays. Lights were sparkling with the images of Christmas trees. Of course, the climate does not allow to fully immerse into the spirit of these winter holidays, but the decorations guarantee uplifted spirits and a hidden expectation of a miracle.
Ең бірінші Қазақстаннан өзгешілігі ол ауа райы өзгешілігі. Қазақстанда 4 кезең болатын болса, бұнда 2 кезең.
The first difference is the climate. Kazakhstan has 4 seasons, and here there are only 2. As you could guess, the first is the rain season, and the second is the sunny season.
Малайзияның халқы 70%, 80% мұсылман болғандықтан.
During the second season, rainfalls are very rare. Because 70 to 80% of the people living in Malaysia are Muslims, everyone is kind, decent, and down to earth.
Біздің қазақ менталитетіне де келетін сияқты.
At times it resembles Kazakh mentality. Overall, there's everything here that one could want. Everything is very convenient. The climate also has its advantages.
What I realize and find out from all our trips is Kazakhstan is a very beautiful country. I've been to Astana myself, and the last time I went is during winter. So the winter there is very, very cold. It was like -34 at that time. I love the country a lot because I myself love winter a lot. With all the white colors in Astana, it's really nice.
Right now, we're on one of the liveliest streets of Kuala Lumpur. This is also a tourist center. One can find Chinese food here, local cuisine, and mostly seafood. Kuala Lumpur is a true modern metropolis where life does not stop for even a second. The market is no exception. And we, of course, could not miss out on visiting a true Eastern bazaar. This is a very interesting place, especially for those who would like to try various dishes of the traditional Malaysian cuisine. In our opinion, everyone should devote at least a couple of hours to this feast of taste buds. This bazaar was built in 1928 and is the oldest and the main bazaar in the city.
Food-wise, I love their horse meat. It's one of my favorite because it's something special to me, which we cannot find in Malaysia.
We would really like to find out about the life and studies of our students, to find out their opinion about the education that they're receiving in Malaysia, the perception that their foreign co-students and professors have of them. We were invited to a student get-together, which is part of the regularly organized meetings during which future plans are discussed, current issues resolved, and there's simply time to socialize in an informal atmosphere. Our students in Malaysia seemed surprisingly friendly, composed, and serious. Though this is not surprising, considering that living away from one's home and the care of parents forces one to become like this. In addition to getting an education, they're also forming their personal character. We would like to wish them success on this challenging path.
But of course, culture-wise, I think it's almost the same. I think living expenses is almost the same. And then, of course, we are all Muslim countries. So for Kazakhstan students, they are quite comfortable coming to Malaysia, of course. As I know, I know their president is quite good to their citizens. They do support their citizens a lot. And of course, I know a lot from the embassy here in Malaysia as well. Because the embassy of Kazakhstan in Malaysia really supports their students a lot. And any problem, students, they can always refer to their embassy here. And we do work closely with their embassy as well in a lot of events and also students' affairs as well.
Здесь есть ассоциация казахстанских студентов, которые проводят множество мероприятий.
There is an association of students from Kazakhstan here, which organizes numerous large-scale events. Together with them, we celebrated Kazakhstan's Independence Day, and annually they organize the Miss Kazakhstan in Malaysia contest.
Ассоциациямыздың басты мақсаты ол Малайзиядағы бүткіл қазақ студенттерінің басын қосып,
The main goal of the association is to gather together all the Kazakhstani students who are studying in Malaysia. For example, when a student just arrives, they have a difficult time adjusting and we try to help. Because we are in a different country, it is difficult to understand how things work here in the beginning. Many people had difficulties. They did not know how to resolve certain problems. Some could not handle it and went back to Kazakhstan. That is why we got this idea of establishing an association. We help the students, guide them. In addition, we also want students from Kazakhstan to stay in touch with each other. We get together very often with people from Kazakhstan and Malaysia. People here are very friendly, are always ready to help out and provide support at any moment.
Осыдан 2 апта бұрын Miss Kazakhstan конкурсын өткізгенбіз Малайзияда.
2 weeks ago, we held the Miss Kazakhstan contest. There were a lot of guests and more than 500 people from Kazakhstan.
және де Қазақстаннан сол қыздарға
And for the contestants, we got national costumes. They were designer-made. Overall, we showcased our fashion. The community probably started with the first student who arrived here and continued to rapidly expand after the arrival of the second student in Kuala Lumpur. We were not able to find out the name of the first person who arrived from Kazakhstan to study in Malaysia, nor able to find out the precise date of the establishment of the Student Association of Students from Kazakhstan in Malaysia. Today, it is a full-fledged organization. It has permanent members, management board, and a program. The young people are always active, that is why time never stands still at this organization. All the most important holidays of Kazakhstan, Nowruz, Independence Day, and of course the more creatively organized events that transmit the richness of our national culture, like the Dombra Party or the Miss Kazakhstan contest. In addition, there are routine affairs like consultations, preparation of documents, providing information to future students. But perhaps its important role is in case of emergency situations. When help is needed, the students immediately mobilize and attempt to resolve the problem.
В Малайзии существуют разные ассоциации.
There are different associations in Malaysia which unite people from Kazakhstan. These are non-governmental organizations. They were established by the initiative of the students themselves. They organize various free-of-charge events during which we meet and discuss what is going on in Kazakhstan and in the world. Everyone shares their news regarding not only personal life, but also work, studies, just sharing. And thanks to the rapid development of social networks, the interaction is much faster and more interesting. There are various online pages, and so everyone is always up to date on everything. Because I work in the financial sector, and this market is very volatile, the number of certificates that I need to have grows annually, and the institutions that offer them, mostly affiliates, are located in Singapore, or in Europe, or in Malaysia. That is why at this stage I need to get all these certificates in order to get a license. But of course, afterwards, I'm planning on returning to Kazakhstan. I'm glad that now in Almaty you have a lot of international institutions, including of the Big Four. My main goal is to work there, to apply my theoretical and practical knowledge, and then to make a contribution to the development of Kazakhstan financial sector.
Есть такое выражение «коренной казах». Я, наверное, в числе этих казахов, потому что после того...
There is an expression, native Kazakh. That is who I probably am. Because after I complete my studies, I will definitely return back to Kazakhstan to apply all the knowledge and experience that I gained here for the prosperity of my country. The time has come to say goodbye to our compatriots, the city and the country. We're full of the energy that we receive from the young people here and are now ready for new adventures. And I would like to close this program with a popular phrase. We shall meet again, my friends. We shall meet again.